How you doing, guys? In today's video, I'm going to explain how you can transition from your 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship whilst taking on no risk. Now, I completely understand for a lot of people out there who don't know about this, there is a lot of perceived risk when entering entrepreneurship, when starting a business. A lot of people view it as a risky endeavor, and through this way of thinking, it really stops them taking that leap, stops them taking that step towards something that could change their life and really change the trajectory of where they're going. Through learning what I'm teaching today, you're going to start being able to put things in place to be able to eventually take that leap into entrepreneurship, into a different career, whatever it is. You'll be able to start putting things in place from today to be able to take that leap and really transition into something really more fulfilling for you and something along the lines of what you want to do more. And also what I'm teaching today is exactly what I'm currently doing. I'm speaking from experience. I've done what I'm going to talk about. I'm currently myself in the process of transitioning from a full-time job, working 70 hours a week, into entrepreneurship. Now, to jump in regards to a 9 to 5. Now, there is a stigma online, social media and stuff like that, where a 9 to 5 is seen as a bad thing, which I disagree. Now, through a 9 to 5, why I think it is good to start with, and everyone needs to start there if they are looking to go to entrepreneurship. These are the reasons why I think it can benefit you and can serve as a good foundation for you to be able to propel off of. Firstly, it gives you the ability to be able to incorporate good habits into your life. So for example, getting up early, discipline, doing something you don't want to do, working with others who maybe are not people you can work well with. There's a bunch of learning and habits you need to have showing up to a 9 to 5 every single day, which are going to help you transition into entrepreneurship. Secondly, within that, if your 9 to 5 is somewhere you get paid hourly, it allows you to show up and get paid regardless. So if you're not working too hard, you're going to get paid the same. It's not results based, it's just hourly based. So you take on no risk, you show up and you get paid. And then lastly, why I believe a 9 to 5 is a great place to start is it allows you to buy yourself time in the future to transition into entrepreneurship, as long as you do the right things whilst you're working that job. Now, what are the right things you should be doing whilst you're working the 9 to 5? When you're working your 9 to 5, you should only be using your earned income. You should only be using your salary, your weekly wage, whatever it is, on your living expenses. And within your living expenses, you should have them minimized as much as possible. So if you can live at home, if you can drive a cheaper car on petrol, if you can avoid eating out whilst you're working, avoid spending more on these luxuries in life and stuff like that, on better houses, better rent, whatever it is, avoid increasing your expenses in those areas and minimize them as much as possible, because it allows you to have more money to save. Then with that extra leftover money you have, every dollar that doesn't cover your living expenses is put into a savings account. This savings account, over time, over weeks on working, over time you build that savings account up, and then that will help you in your transitioning period from your 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship. So for example, like I said, I'm doing this myself. When I was working, I worked for over a year full time. I was working 3 jobs, 70 hours a week roughly every single week, and I was earning from anywhere from about $1,200 to $2,000 every week after tax. My living expenses were about $300 to $400 every week after insurances, rent, food. All my living expenses I had as low as possible, and then after I'd paid my living expenses, after I'd received my income, I was able to put away anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 every single week into a savings account. So when do you stop your 9 to 5? When do you stop saving up money for the transitioning period? For myself, with the amount of savings I had when I stopped working full time and started this journey I'm on, I have 2 years of time based off my living expenses, which I won't increase during this period. I have 2 years of savings ready to make my entrepreneurship journey work, ready to make my business work. So for you, I don't think it needs to be that extreme where you need 2 years of time. I think if you have 6 to 12 months of savings, that kind of buys you that time to work on your business, then you should have no dramas. If we take what I'm talking about here and look at it into a diagram that I've made, pretty technical, just pretty much, you can see obviously when you start your entrepreneurship journey, the start of the red line, as you got your savings there at the top as well, say you're at $40,000 worth of savings, $20,000 savings, whatever it is, pretty much as time goes on, your savings are going to deplete, and then ideally if you've bought yourself enough time and you're dedicating yourself to entrepreneurship during that time period, obviously you may lose a little bit of money in your business at the start, but before your savings completely deplete, your business income should take over and you should start earning good money through your business before you run out of savings. Now, let's say worst case scenario, this doesn't work. If you run out of money, if your savings are completely depleted and you're making no money in your business, the worst thing that happens is you start again and you try again. You go back to a job, you go back, you save up your 6 to 12 months and you try again. That's all there is, and eventually you will be successful. Eventually you will buy yourself enough time to learn what you need to learn, and you will become successful through entrepreneurship, through business, eventually through this formula. Now, I hope this video kind of clears up maybe a path for you to enter entrepreneurship if it's something you're looking to get into, and kind of it provides you a way to do it with no risk. Like for myself, I'm so comfortable with where I am right now in terms of financial because of the savings I have. I know I have time to make this work. I'm not stressing about money and stuff like that, whereas some people get into it while they have $1,000 in the bank, they're trying to work a full-time job, they're trying to do entrepreneurship, they're trying to keep up with family, trying to keep up with fitness, they're trying to juggle so many things, whereas through this strategy here, you're just enabling yourself to be fully focused on one thing and really make the entrepreneurship stuff work. So I believe through my personal experience, through the comfort I have now and through the progress I'm making, it is the best way to do it. And I think those of you out there looking to enter this space will find a lot of value in what I'm talking about, and will find that it will help you on your journey as well. So if you did find any value in this video, if it did help you clear up maybe how you're going to enter entrepreneurship, or if you do agree with me, please do like the video, please do subscribe, share it with a friend as well who may get value from this and is in kind of the similar mindset of wanting to get into entrepreneurship. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.